ARM 92.1 FM, your community radio station, adding great tunes to the fabric of Armidale and New England. We're lucky tonight to have Gareth Bjaaland, one member of the Barkersvale Brothers. We've played tracks of the whole two albums over the last 8 or 9 shows. So I've got Gareth on the line. Are you there, Gareth?
I sure am.
Where am I getting you? Whereabouts are you at the moment?
I'm 600 k's south of Darwin on the Stewart Highway in a iconic Australian pub called the historic Daly Waters Hotel.
Daly Waters Hotel. I'll have to look at a map and see where that is.
Yes.
So we might jump straight into your music career and probably tap into a little bit of that early family life in Barkersvale. Did you always grow up in Barkersvale?
No, I didn't. I wasn't actually born in that area. I was born in Victoria and then lived on the road for a while with my parents in a bus, and then we moved to Tasmania for a while, and then when I was about 12 years old.
And so about 12 you went to Barkersvale?
Yeah, that's right.
And the other half of the Barkersvale Brothers is Vaughn Davies. And is he about the same age as you?
He's 10 years younger than I am. So, yeah, he was only 2 or 3 when he moved there.
Right. So what was it like growing up in Barkersvale? I get the impression rainforest, rain, and from your music, cows and goats and a whole lot of different things.
That's right. It's a dairy farming area that's nestled into the foothills of the Border Ranges National Park. And it's an interesting area culturally because you've got Nimbin on one side, which is obviously the centre for alternative culture and hippies in Australia. And then you've got Kyogle just on the other side of us, which is a much more of a sort of rural type of community. So at Barkersvale, you get some strange like the intersection of those two cultures meeting.
All right. No, it sounds interesting. One of the Graham, that's a member of the Hilo Bean Pickers that I played last week, he comes from Kyogle, which was quite interesting. He's quite a good guitarist. So we might play a track first. Ploughman's Platter. Can you tell us a little bit about Ploughman's Platter and where's that come from?
Yeah, Ploughman's Platter. So I'm a big fan of cheese and biscuits and pickles, as I'm sure a lot of your listeners probably are too. And at a festival that we go to, I decided to sell a cheese platter at the bar of this particular festival, and so we named the cheese platter the Ploughman's Platter. It describes it in the song, what was on the platter, so I don't have to tell you that. But so it's basically the theme song to a cheese platter that I was trying to sell at the time.
Did you end up selling it?
Oh, yeah, it was very successful as long as I was there doing the advertisement and pushing it over the bar. It was very popular. All
right, then we'll play Ploughman's Platter. Here it is off the Barkersvale Brothers' first album, Volume 1. It's the bonus track 14, Ploughman's Platter. So here we go. When did you start?
Oh, gee, I'm hungry.
If you're feeling hungry late at night,
yeah,
then grab yourself a Ploughman's. It'll make you feel all right.
Really?
2 different types of cheeses.
2?
Olives, black and green.
Really, 2 different types of cheeses?
It's the greatest platter the world has ever seen.
Can't believe it. 2 different types of cheeses.
If you're feeling hungry late at night, grab yourself a Ploughman's, it'll make you feel alright. 2 different types of cheeses, always black and green. It's the greatest platter the world has ever seen.
Onions, gherkins, pickles, cheeses, crackers, 'cause they were meant for Jesus. Home served chutney, sweet as wine, fresh picked olives from the vine. Cold sliced meats just can't be beaten. Here's a platter sure worth eating. Here's a platter mighty fine, sold at the bar for $8.99.
If you're feeling hungry, hungry late at night, grab yourself a Plowman's, it'll make you feel alright. 2 different types of cheeses, cheeses, all is black and green. It's the greatest platter the world has ever seen.
Plowman's.
Playing music.
Well, it's probably, I think I was given a nylon string guitar when I was 8 years old or something like that, and I didn't really play it very much until I was about 12 or 13 and started wanting to learn to play the guitar. And yeah, that was when I started.
Did your parents play musical instruments at all?
Yeah, they did. Both of my parents were musicians. Like my dad was into blues guitar and Jimi Hendrix, and my mum played a bit of flute, stuff like that. So we did have music and instruments around us in the house all the time.
And I get the story that you press gang Vaughn into learning guitar so that you could do some busking around Bellingen and Kyogle and different places?
Yeah, that's right. I heard Vaughn started playing guitar as well, and I heard him playing one day by himself, and I thought, gee, he's got good rhythm. Maybe I'll get him into bluegrass, which I was heavily into at the time. And so I said, look, if we just learn 10 tunes, then we can go busking and we'll start making some money. That's how it all started.
And was that pretty successful?
Yeah, well, I've been a busker my whole life. Before that, playing the banjo, I suppose I sort of cut my chops on the banjo by just going out and busking on the street. It's a great instrument for busking, the banjo. It's so loud, has a novelty factor, and people tend to, there's a lot of people who love the banjo and they're not really sure why. So yeah, it was great. It was great fun getting out there and meeting lots of people. And, you know, we'd always try and take a funny picture with someone and put it on our Facebook page. If you have a look on the Barkersvale Brothers Facebook page from the early days, there's a lot of funny pictures of us with the characters we met around.
Yeah, and I think there's some quite handsome suits that you actually were wearing.
We had matching shirts, yeah, these red scully cowboy shirts.
Yeah.
Because I'm my other job is I'm a circus performer, so I always think that there's a saying in the circus, if you look like a monkey, you'll get paid peanuts. So I always think it's important if you go out on the street to wear shoes and a nice shirt, and makes you more approachable.
Well, you mentioned bluegrass there before, so the obvious question is why bluegrass, and you've probably answered in terms of the banjo, but why the tempo and the whole genre of bluegrass? How does that float your boat?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm not really sure even why I bought a banjo. I studied guitar at Northern Rivers Conservatorium, and I was into jazz guitar and classical guitar. I liked picking. I only played acoustic guitar. I wasn't really interested in electric guitar. And then one day I saw a banjo in a music shop, and I think it was an Emperador banjo, and I was just attracted to it for some reason. And yeah, if you want to learn how to play a banjo, you generally get led towards bluegrass and old-time music. And at that stage, floorhammer banjo made no sense to me whatsoever. I thought they'd made a mistake in the book of the technique. It's how you did it, picking down on the strings with your fingers. I thought that's obviously impossible, and they've made a terrible mistake here. And so I started to learn bluegrass banjo. That led me onto the long and winding road of bluegrass.
Well, speaking of roads, the track I'd like to play now is Payne's Find.
Yeah.
And this sort of, I get the impression that this is about a bus that broke down near Payne's Find, which is in Western Australia, I think, somewhere.
It is. It's where the weather station is between Perth and halfway between Perth and Exmouth, I suppose, halfway between. And we were on our way to a festival with a circus that had a double-decker bus. And the boss was away, so I was driving the bus, unlicensed, didn't have my heavy vehicle license, driving the bus unlicensed and sort of like being the boss of this small circus troupe. And the bus broke down at Payne's Find, and Payne's Find's like a little roadhouse that has a bar and sells takeaway food, hence the like eggs and bacon, beer and wine line. And yeah, exactly what happened in the song is what happened in real life. We broke down out of Payne's Find, had to go back. The guy said, "There's my shed. You can take anything you like." And so we went through all these little pots of nuts and bolts and stuff, found a few bits and pieces, and managed to fix it.
Okay, we'll listen to Payne's Find. Here we go.
And bacon, beer and wine, beer and wine, beer and wine, eggs and bacon, beer and wine, that is all you'll find. On the ground, so we went back to Payne's Find, Payne's Find, Payne's Find. We went back to Payne's Find, find a new fuel line. Joe's shed, Joe's shed, Joe's shed. We searched over Joe's shed to see what we could use instead. A bits of rubber, tape and wire, tape and wire, tape and wire. A bits of rubber, tape and wire, what we could acquire. So we fixed our bus with tape and wire, tape and wire, tape and wire. Fixed our bus with tape and wire, hope that it don't catch on fire. Drove away from Payne's Fine, Payne's Fine, Payne's Fine. Drove away from Payne's Fine, headed off down the line.
The Armidale Bowling Club invites you to come in and experience what we have to offer members and guests. Let us entertain you and your family for a night out in our award-winning bars and restaurants. Why not consider us for your next conference or special function? The Bolos events team is ready to help with advice and assistance. Contact the club and talk to one of our friendly staff. We know the importance of having a great time out, so let us do the hard work while you enjoy yourself. The Armidale Bowling Club, serving the community and proud sponsor of 2ARM FM.
Ladies, would you like a piece of jewellery that no one else has? Just call into June's Jewellery and Gems and discuss design with June. We can design a special piece and cut any gems to create your future family heirloom. We also have a wide range of wonderful gifts for all occasions. We now have our own watch repair service, so when you visit June's to discuss your dream jewellery, leave your repair for a quote. Make your dreams come true. Visit June's Jewellery and Gems at 152 Beardy Street, phone 6772 7375, proud sponsors of 2ARM 92.1.
And you're back with me, Herb, and Bluegrass Radio, your hour of Bluegrass. You're listening to 2ARM 92.1 FM, your community radio station, adding great tunes to the fabric of Armidale and our local New England. Now, it would be remiss of me if I didn't mention the Armidale Jam Circle. It's held the first Sunday of the month. If your jam is bluegrass, old-timey skiffle or slightly folk, you're invited. It's not about how well you play or sing, just come along and join in. So we'll see you soon in the front room of the Wicklow Hotel, 1:30 till 3 p.m, first Sunday of the month. You can Facebook us on Armidale Jam Circle and join our group. But we'll see you there, first Sunday of the month. Now I'm back. I'll go back to Gareth, half of the Bluegrass comedic band of Barkersvale Brothers. We'll go back to him now. Well, I think that's what I like about bluegrass, when it's actually more a story about the musician's experiences in life. So you've got a lot of, you go through bluegrass, your old-time bluegrass, and there's a lot of classic ones that everybody plays, but then I like the ones where people have told a story. I was playing one the other day. I haven't got it listed here, but anyway, there was one about a mine that blew up in America and the aftermath of all the men being blown up in the mine blast.
Yeah.
So it's sort of what happened in their daily life, and death and birth and. Yeah.
I always like a bit of detail in a song rather than just a whole lot of winchy metaphors, which is what I tend to hear most.
Yes. Yeah, well, it's all about, in that Appalachian mountain music's all about, birth, death, marriage,
Yeah, that stuff's really gritty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Straight to the point.
And I like the comedic side that you've got to your bluegrass.
Yeah, well, that's the direction I suppose we've started to go in more and more now. We love playing traditional bluegrass, but when we play a festival, we only play original songs now, and our